everyone. This is Robin Dawes with Stamp with Dr. Robin. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in San Diego, California. Hopefully this is going to be working today because last week when I tried to do my Facebook Live, Facebook decided to blow up, but at least it wasn't me. It was all over the world. And then after that, tried to go back on later and they totally moved everything around. They don't tell you, they just move things around. So hi Cindy, welcome. So today coming to you from San Diego, and I usually say sunny San Diego, but today it's a little cool, at least cool for us, and windy, and it feels like it wants to storm, even though it keeps saying the weather's going to be nice, so we'll see. But I thought today we would make a little Halloween card. The cute Halloween paper that's in our July through December catalog is actually pretty adorable, and it does have a backside that has some other just really cute black and white papers, and I'll show you that in a second. Just wanted everybody who's watching from San Diego to put on their calendar the weekend before Thanksgiving. I'm going to have my, Massachusetts. Hi, Cindy. A little bit later there, huh? Anyway, I usually around holiday time have kind of a holiday card buffet, meaning that you come in and you're going to make at least 8 cards, but you can make as many as you want. And I usually have about 10 or 15 cards for you to choose from, and you can make 8 of the same one or more until things run out. And so that's usually a really fun thing coming on in November. And then I've got my class next weekend using the words of cheer. I think I have room for 1 or 2 more people if anybody's interested, Friday morning at 9:30 or Sunday afternoon at 1. So let me know. Hey Vicki, glad you're here. And I'm gonna just turn you guys down and hope that this works, because I still am not seeing you on my feed, but I know you're here. So hold on a sec. So here is the card that we're going to be making today, and hopefully it's showing up okay. I'm still trying to get it on my other camera to make sure you guys can see me, but gosh, Facebook, what is your problem? So just trying to make sure that I can see myself and see the cards so that you guys can see what's going on. So let's just move this out a little bit. Is that a little bit better, I think? There we go. So, looks good. Better than last week, I think. Anyway, we're going to be making this cute little Halloween card today. And I just wanted to showcase the cute Halloween paper and how you can use a couple sets that you might not even think about to make this little happy Halloween. And if you look real closely, this is embossed up in here. I'm not sure if you can see that, but this is the back side of the cute Halloween paper, and you'll notice there's some that aren't even Halloween at all. This one's just kind of a gray on black. You got really cute black and white stripes and checks, and then you turn it over and you have some that are Halloween-y, but you could use that or that for anything too. And so just some really fun, cute paper. I guess by cute they mean like these skulls aren't scary, they're cute, and these little ghosts and such aren't really scary, they're cute. So let's get going on the card. So obviously our base is just an 8.5 by 5.5 piece of black, scored in the middle at 4 1/4. Let's just get that folded in half. I'm gonna move that out of the way. And then our next piece is a piece of black that's just, I think it was just 4 by 5 1/4, and we're gonna emboss that with our Painted Textures embossing folder. This is the one that went with the art gallery. If you remember back from the manual catalog, but it just gives a nice texture. And sometimes when you're looking at a card and it just seems like it needs something else, really sometimes what it needs is just a little bit of texture. And that's where this comes in. So got my old Big Shot because this is textured. I'm only using one plate on top. Fits in perfectly. No shim needed. Get this ugly old Big Shot out of the way. And what's fun about this embossing folder is you can actually use either side. Hopefully you could see it. It's kind of hard to see in black. I kind of am partial to that side, so I think we're going to use that side. And then what I just did is I took 4 pieces of that cute Halloween DSP and cut them 3 inches by 15/16. Now, honestly, when I started doing this, I cut them 4 inches, but then I realized that I wanted to have a little, just mixing it up from the other one. I wanted to have a little border around the edge, and so I cut them down a little bit. So they're 15/16. See that? And so what I'm gonna do is glue them all down. And when I glue multiple pieces like this, or whatever adhesive you like to use, I like to start on the edge and do the 2 edge pieces and then do the middle. And I find when I do that, I can better control what my spacing looks like. And I notice this piece is seems a little bit bigger than the other ones. And I'm just going to worry about what the bottom looks like because we're actually covering the top, so I'm not going to get too worried about it. And so see how we got a little bit more room in there, so I'm going to just move this one over a little bit. There we go. All right. Now I'm thinking, I haven't made it yet, but I'm thinking this same pattern, I think I'm going to do this and just use some of our Christmas paper down there. I think that'll be really cute. What do you guys think? So this is just the gingham ribbon, and this has been out of stock for a little bit, but when I last checked a few days ago, it looks like it has come back in. So this is great ribbon. It's just about 1/4 inch. It ties really easily, and I've been enjoying using it on several different projects. If you have the deer paper, it goes with that really well. So, you know, I thought about tying a bow, but guess what? It didn't even fit in here, so a knot worked much better. I'm not going to cut the ends yet, just in case I need to move something. So let's stamp our sentiment here. So I'm using the Label It Me Lovely punch, and I'm actually going to punch this out first. Before I do, isn't that a pretty punch? Before I do the stamping, sometimes it's just easier to do it that way. And if I screw it up, we can always try it the other way, which is stamping first. Okay, so remember I said I'm going to use kind of non-traditional things to find my words. So I'm using the happy from the Biggest Wish. And if you don't have that, this is a great stamp set because it has all those different fonts. I'm finding it really useful for a lot of different things. And then the other thing that's, I think, a great set is this A Wish for Everything. And that's where I got my Halloween from. Okay, because I find that if I don't have the sentiment, it's almost always in here. My Happy Hanukkah's in here, Easter, Mother's Day, birthday. So it's kind of a one size fits a lot. Oh, and I just noticed something for inside. It says, wishing you a trick-or-treating, candy-eating, frightfully delightful time. So that would be, let's see if we can find that one. You got to be able to read backwards. How many lines? 3 lines. Starts with a W. I think it's this one. But hey, let's give it a try because I didn't have a sentiment on the inside. I'm not putting my words on here yet until I make sure that that's truly what this thing says. Okay, so anyway, let's step our Halloween, our Happy Halloween. And like I said, the happy came from that Biggest Wish set, and doing it in the pumpkin pie. Now, some people have been saying, and I find the same thing too, that this thing sometimes, I think it's, I'm gonna just stamp it on here just to kind of see that it sometimes gets a little bubbles. So what do you do when you're getting little irregular bubbles on here? What you want to do is have a credit card or a spoon or an old something that you're not going to worry about, because it often will mean you just have too much ink, because these come really juicy. And since this is like about the only time of year that I'm using this pumpkin pie, let's see if that's any better. So see how that's a little better and a little bit more even there. So that's what you do, is just push those too much ink out of the way. And hopefully we'll get a nice stamp here. Why is that dirty already? All right. Please be good. Yay, perfect. Okay. So we got the happy done. And then, like I said, from the Wish from Everything, I'm at my little teeny Halloween, and that's going to be in Highland Heather, which doesn't want to open my little fast way today. You gotta open it that way. Always check your fingers and make sure that you're not moving things around, getting it on your fingers. I don't know what's with all of this. And I'm not trying to make it in the center because I found I couldn't. So it was easier just say, we're not going to do it in the center. Okay, and then remember we said we were going to try that little sentiment for the inside. So, well, actually, let's get our pumpkin pie back. It doesn't want to open either. No, that's because my pumpkin pie is weird. It's backwards. I put the label on backwards on mine, and I just was, when I got it and noticed it, I went, whatever, I can use it backwards. Yep, that does look like it's the right one. Let's just make sure it's hard to say. Hard to see on there because it's so teeny. Yep, does look like it works. All right, so let's finish putting this together. Oh, one more thing. All right, so you will notice that I have this little background of the same one right behind my little Happy Halloween. So how did I get that? Well, what I did is I punched the exact same Label Me Lovely. Now you could layer it like this, but don't you think it looks better to have some on the top and bottom? And the nice thing about this is it's really easy to do by just cutting it in half, separate the two, and now you've got it top and bottom. So what you want to do is just put a little on here, and remember this part around the edge at the top and bottom is going to be sticking out, so you don't want to go too close to your edge. And like I said, the nice thing about this one is because these edges are flat, it makes it really easy to line them up. So just make sure you're lining them up, looking at the top and bottom, making sure that's approximately equal. I think I made these a little bit smaller on the other one, but that's okay. Press them hard and put some dimensionals on here. Let them sit for a little bit though, because I have found if I move them around right afterwards, they do tend to move a little bit. Is this straight? Yeah, I guess so. All right, so let's put this together. Now that we know that this is going to work, we can cut those pesky little edges off. And when I have a real deeply embossed folder like this, I'm just moving this because this looks a little uneven. I really suggest you use glue, even if you use tape for other things, because these really deeply embossed ones tend to not stick really well otherwise. So it's kind of hard for you to even tell once it's on here that there is a second piece of black on top, which makes it really kind of cool. And we'll put that on the inside. And now to just, oops, decorate that a little bit more, I actually cut out, whoops, a little skull and a little tombstone from one of the papers. Where are we going to put that? Maybe down there. And I'll show you on the other one I did. I cut the little bat that's hanging upside down and the little pumpkin on the other one. So we've got a couple different ways to do that. And now that this is hopefully dry, don't know why that just happened. Okay, we can put the sentiment on. And like I said, I'm looking at this and going, this is going to make a great Christmas card too. It's just, or birthday card or whatever you want to use on here. But just, you know, change out your sentiment and you have something that looks completely different. So, isn't that fun? So, oh, we got more watchers. Hi, Nancy. All right, so I'm gonna just put you back up, see if you guys have any questions on anything. And know that also, and I'll put this on my Stamp with Dr. Robin blog as well as here, is I'm going to have this cute little special with my my deer punch and stamp set. What is it? Peaceful Deer. Hold on one second. I'll get you a little sneak peek of that one too. So I got some extras of the deer paper, and so I'm gonna have a little special with our deer paper and class if you buy the bundle. So I think we've done this one before. You guys have seen that one before, right? Remember that one? Or look back if you haven't. There's another one. Sneak peek, look at that paper. A little bit of the bedazzled paper on the ornaments. All right, so that's 2. And there's another one. Really cute, huh? So I'm going to be posting that. This is just going to be an at-home class, so you Massachusetts people can do that, but I only have a few of these. So let me know if you're interested. And hey, Becky. And I will see you next Monday at 1. Thanks, guys. Bye.